Hey, Mama, welcome to Flourish with Amanda Trojan, the podcast for Christian medical moms who are carrying a lot, but are called to even more. I'm Amanda, mindset coach, medical mama, and your go-to girl for faith-based encouragement and practical tools to help you renew your mind, reclaim your peace, and walk boldly in your God-given purpose, even in the middle of the mess. Let's get into today's episode. Hey friend, welcome back to Flourish with Amanda Trojan, the podcast that helps modern Christian medical moms go from burnt out and barely hanging on to boldly stepping into spirit-led strength, peace, and joy, even in the middle of doctor's visits, feeding tubes, and never-ending to-do lists. I'm Amanda, your host, fellow medical mama, and kingdom mindset coach. And today we are kicking off a brand new series for April called From Survival Mode to Spirit-Led Strength. And woo, child, this one hits home, right? Because let's be real, some days it feels like the only thing holding you together is coffee and sheer willpower. But today, I want to help you understand what's really going on beneath the exhaustion and what you can actually do about it. So let's dive in. So picture this. You've had 3 hours of sleep because the pulse ox alarm won't stop going off. Your toddler is up all night because they're sick and not sleeping. Your medically complex child has a specialist appointment at 1 o'clock. You still haven't figured out what everyone's going to eat for dinner. And somewhere in the mix, you're supposed to shower, to breathe, and to be a functioning adult. But instead of falling apart, you keep going and going and going. Sound familiar? Like the Energizer Bunny. But friend, I'm going to be really real with you right now. That is not strength. That's called survival mode. And let me say this to you. You are not crazy. You are burnt out. Yes, I said it. You are burned out. Because listen, your body has literally adapted to the constant stress. Your nervous system's in a loop. It's hypervigilant. It's always anticipating the next emergency, and it never is letting you truly rest. And guess what? That's a trauma response, not a character flaw. So survival mode in medical motherhood can look like feeling emotionally numb, but also crying over the little things. It can look like struggling to make even simple decisions, feeling disconnected from your body or your faith, being constantly anxious and on edge about appointments or sickness or decline. And it also can look like snapping at your other kids and then feeling riddled with guilt and shame. And here's the thing, sis. You've been holding so much for so long, you don't even notice how heavy that it all is anymore. What happens is you begin to normalize it until your body or your faith starts to break down. But here's the good news. God never meant for you to carry it all alone. Psalm 55:22 says, cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. That means you don't have to earn rest. You're not weak for needing it. You're worthy of rest. Okay, Amanda, that's great. So what do we do? Well, I'm going to give you 3 simple and gentle steps to begin shifting from survival mode to spirit-led calm. Step 1, notice without judging. The important thing, and I've talked about this a lot on here, is that we have to be aware, right? When we're able to become aware of the things that are going on, then we can ask God for help. So what we do is we begin to catch ourselves in the loop and we go, okay, this is survival mode. It makes sense that I'm here, right? That alone, just thinking that alone, it interrupts that shame spiral. Then the second step, after we've noticed without judging, is we begin to regulate our body. A really simple exercise that I like to do is called 4-7-8 breathing. You breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly out of your mouth for 8. Then you do this 3 times. And then that begins to tell your nervous system, okay, you're safe. I'm safe now. And then the third step, after we've noticed that we're in the survival mode loop and we don't judge, then we begin to regulate our body, right? Because if we change our physiology, that's the fastest thing we can do to shift everything, to shift our mood, to shift our mindset, to shift our bodies, shifting our bodies, changing your physiology, regulating our breathing. Now, the next step is that we get to invite God in. And this could be a prayer breath, something super simple that you just whisper that says, Jesus, calm my heart. Or Jesus, be my strength today. You don't need a long devotional. You just need God's presence. Here's the truth, sis. Burnout does not mean that you are broken. It simply means that you've been too strong for too long without support. And today I want to flip that narrative. You're not weak for needing rest. You're not failing because you feel depleted. You are allowed to create space to breathe, even if everything isn't quote unquote done. You're not here just to survive. You're here to flourish, and not in some crazy Pinterest perfect way, but in God's way. Because flourishing means having peace within, even when there's chaos around us. And if this episode hit home today, if you thought, man, that's me, I want to invite you to grab my free guide, Calm the Chaos, a survival mode reset for medical moms. It's full of simple tools to help you interrupt survival mode in less than 5 minutes a day. And it's free. You can grab it right now by commenting Roadmap on Instagram or heading to the link in the show notes. Also, if this episode blessed you, would you share it with another medical mom? Just screenshot it, text it to a friend, or share on your stories. You never know who needs the reminder that they're not alone. Until next time, my friend, keep showing up, keep surrendering, and keep flourishing. Sis, if this episode blessed you, would you do me a favor? Screenshot it, share it to your stories, and tag me on Instagram at Flourish with Amanda so that I can cheer you on. And if you haven't already, grab your free Calm the Chaos Roadmap. It's my gift to help you reset your mind and to breathe again when life feels like a lot. The link is in the show notes, or just DM me the word roadmap on Instagram and I'll send it straight to you. Until next time, keep showing up, keep surrendering, and never forget you were made to flourish.